A few over the years up in BC in the Whistler area. Thank goodness nothing too close, though, right?
Yeah, I've actually saw one on the golf course near Whistler one time, too.
Yeah.
And the marshal camera was like, hey, just so you know, there's a bear on the course. And, you know, you hear people say sometimes, oh, it's only a black bear. It's not a grizzly. It's like, it doesn't matter. A black bear can be just as deadly and
Especially if it's a mother with cubs. But
Yeah,
the whole thing,
for
you
sure.
know this, is you don't want to startle them. And if they know you're there and you know they're there, there we go.
Yeah.
Half the battle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, then they're pretty much going to avoid you if they can. Let's take you outside and take a look at the great sunset we had over the Columbia River, looking west from our camera in the Dalles on the Oregon Veterans Home. Just a beautiful look. Sun going down over the hills there, and the moon still up. I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. A nice clear shot from our Skycam, our Rose City Skycam on the east side of the Willamette, looking back to the west, 64 degrees here. And I know this shot is a little dark, but I'm showing you anyway because you can see the outline of Haystack Rock. This is the Cannon Beach Skycam. The moon's about a half moon right now, and then the planet Venus still beaming brightly in the western sky, 51 degrees out of the beach right now. Okay, we still have this area of low pressure spinning around here in eastern Washington. It is not moving fast, but tomorrow it's going to begin to move back on up into BC. However, we've got northerly flow on the west side of that, and that's going to help to generate some thunderstorms tomorrow as the air masses become unstable enough, and we warm up a bit tomorrow too. Most of those storms, if not all of them, will stay confined to the Cascades and points east. However, it is possible that we can get a variation and one will drift on over the valleys from the Cascades. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the radar tomorrow. They're keeping a close eye on this in the western Pacific. What is now Super Typhoon Mawar. Super Typhoon Mawar, meaning the winds are over 150 miles an hour. This is nearly as strong as a Category 5 hurricane. A typhoon is the exact same kind of storm as a hurricane, just a different name in the western Pacific. Here's Guam. Here's the eye. Look at the structure of that eye. I mean, super concentric, very well defined. It's what we call a pinhole eye because it's not very big, and those are usually happens with really strong storms. So again, sustained winds 155. It'll maintain itself and its strength as it heads towards Taiwan next week, so we'll keep a close eye on that as well. Okay, look, thunderstorms popping up, but see how they're right over the Cascades tomorrow? Notice the marine layer offshore. This is Thursday. Then on Friday, again, thunderstorms popping up over the Cascades here. Marine layer, though, is at the beach and beginning to make inroads inland, and it does Friday night and Saturday morning. So we'll be cooling off over the weekend, but it's still going to be a great weekend. Thunderstorm threat, again, mainly over the Cascades, but it's close, so we'll keep an eye on that for you during the day tomorrow. Let's look at the rainfall forecast here because it's interesting. Notice the blues all up over the mountains where we get those storms, and that could be as much as an inch of rain, but for the valleys, a couple of hundreds at most would be the most likely scenario. Okay, Memorial Day weekend forecast still looking really good. It'll be cooler than tomorrow and Friday. High temperatures climbing into the 70s. In fact, getting warmer as the weekend progresses. We're up to 77 by Monday. Morning clouds and afternoon sun, and really just a delight because we had some pretty good rain last year on Memorial Day weekend, not this year. It is 64 right now with a clear sky. Tomorrow on the beach, some morning clouds and then mainly sunny and highs in the mid to upper 60s. We'll get some 70s here and there. In the valleys, mostly sunny, but I have to mention the threat of an afternoon thunderstorm in the eastern part of the valley. Most of us will not experience that. Cascades will, but even in the mountains, they will be scattered and somewhat isolated, not expected to become severe. Thunderstorms over the mountains of eastern Oregon, too, so the Wallowas, the Blues, the Elkhorns, you may get the random storm forming there. In the gorge, light east winds tomorrow. Scattered storms are possible, but otherwise mainly sunny. And for Portland, 82 tomorrow, mainly sunny. Slight chance of a storm in the afternoon near the Cascades. Then 87 on Fridays. We warm up a bit, but it's a one-day deal because we're back down to 72 for a high on Saturday, and then by Monday, 77. And we may see some warmer weather towards the end of next week, back to about 81 by Wednesday.
A one-day deal and then right into just right for the whole weekend.
It looks really good.
It does. Thank you, Matt. Straight ahead, a warm-up means wildfire season is somewhere on the horizon.